Sony has been very consistent lately with one clear strategy: take features that used to be reserved for their high-end headphones and slowly bring them down into more affordable models. And that's exactly where these fit in. These are the Sony WH-CH720N, a lightweight pair of wireless noise-canceling headphones built for everyday use. And on paper, they hit a really interesting balance: active noise canceling, long battery life, and a comfort-first design, all without stepping into flagship. Pricing territory. But specs only tell you part of the story. The real question is how they actually feel to live with. And the first thing you notice isn't sound or noise canceling. It's the weight, or more specifically, the lack of it. These are unusually light for over-ear headphones, and that immediately changes the experience. Because once you wear something for an hour, 2 hours, even longer, comfort becomes more important than almost anything else. Sony clearly leaned into that here. The clamping force is mild, the ear cups sit naturally, and there's nothing about the design that feels heavy or fatiguing. These are the kind of headphones you can wear for a long commute or a full work session and not feel like you need to take them off just to rest your head. The build is very Sony in the budget mid-range sense. Mostly plastic, but clean and minimal. Nothing flashy, nothing over-designed. It's practical, the kind of design that disappears into background, which honestly fits the purpose of these headphones really well. Now noise canceling is where things get more interesting. It's important to be clear, this is not Sony's top-tier ANC performance. You're not getting that near-total silence you see in their flagship models, but what you are getting is very usable. Low-frequency noise like air conditioning, engine hum, traffic, and general city background gets reduced in a noticeable way. So instead of complete isolation, you get something more realistic, a quieter version of your environment. And for most people, that's actually what they need day to day. You can still hear the world when you need to, but it's toned down enough that your music or podcast becomes the focus. Sound quality follows a similar philosophy. It's tuned in a way that feels familiar from Sony. Slightly warm, slightly bass forward, but not overwhelming. The bass has presence without drowning everything else, and vocals stay clear enough for podcasts, videos, and most music genres. It's not trying to be analytical or reference-level audio. It's trying to sound good across everything. And in that goal, it does a pretty solid job. One of the strongest points here is battery life. Sony claims up to 35 hours, and in real-world use, you can get close to that depending on how loud you listen and how often you use noise canceling. And then there's quick charging, which is one of those features you don't think about until you really need it. A short charge gives you enough playback time to get through a commute or a full day of use. Call quality is also dependable. Voices come through clearly enough for meetings and phone calls, and while it won't replace a dedicated microphone setup, it's more than good enough for everyday communication. When you step back and look at everything together, the WH-CH720N doesn't try to win in any single extreme category. It's not the best in ANC, not the most premium in build, and not the most detailed in sound. But what it does offer is balance. Comfort, decent noise canceling, solid sound, strong battery life, and a lightweight design that makes it easy to use every day without thinking about it too much. And that's really the point of these headphones. They're not trying to impress you with one standout feature. They're trying to quietly fit into your daily routine and just work. If you're thinking about picking them up, check the link in the description for the latest price and availability.